Hey everybody,
Hi everyone.
Mr. and Mrs. Traveler here.
It's still Cross.
All right everybody, hope that you're having a fantastic day. And today we wanted to bring you a little bit of news, something I've been really thinking about as we've been looking at what's going on with the economy and all that kind of stuff. And what's near and dear to our heart to all of us is cruising and traveling. So today's video, we wanted to talk a little bit about the current state of the stock market with regards to the big three cruise lines.
Okay.
And is it a good time to buy?
I'm not sure, but we're going to find out in this video. Let's get started.
Right, so this will be a relatively quick video. We're going to kind of just go through some of the benefits of owning cruise line stocks, and we're going to talk about what the current pricing is and where the highs have been with this cruise. So maybe you can make an educated decision on this, and we'll talk a little bit about maybe what we're thinking about doing too.
If you can, just make sure you give us a thumbs up. If you love videos like this, slap that thumbs up button and go ahead and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Make sure you contact us if you're ready to set sail or go to that resort and lounge and just let other people take care of you. Call us at 877-697-4470, or we can be reached at www.mr-traveler.com. This guy.
All right, everybody. So let's talk a little bit about the economy, what's going on. So obviously, we just got through with this pandemic, and as we all know, it was 18 months without sailing for most of the cruise lines. And then when they did return to cruising, it was on a limited basis with a lot of stipulations, a lot of things going on. So the cruise lines did a lot of things, different things to help try to stay afloat, getting rid of some of the older ships.
They did everything they could.
Selling ships, selling portions of their corporations to investors. Yes, so they did a lot to try to stay afloat, no pun intended, or maybe it is a pun intended. You know, here we are now that we're kind of getting back to traveling here, and I know we're not 100% back to traveling because there are people out there that can't or don't want to get the vaccine, and they're anxious to get back to sailing as well. So we understand that there's still that segment of you out there facing another big hurdle, which is going to be the current state of the economy, as we're in a you know, definitely crazy high inflation time right now.
Yes, shout out to everybody paying more for your gas.
Yeah, fuel prices are, you know, through the roof, and looking like we're going to be on the brink, if we're not already, into a full-blown recession in our country. So these things right here definitely can be damaging to the cruise line, so it's something that we have to talk about and consider. Personally, I think we're going to see some really great deals out of the cruise lines coming up. They probably charge a little bit more for cruises further out, and then as you get closer, they drop the prices. That's what we've been seeing a lot of lately.
Yes.
So I think we will be seeing that because, you know, as we get deeper and deeper into this economy, people are going to have less and less discretionary income to spend on traveling. I think right now you just have a lot of people with pent-up need to travel because they were locked up in this pandemic for so long, and now we're getting into this crazy economy now, which may put a damper on some people's travel plans. So it's going to be some tough waters for them to navigate, pun intended again, with finding a balance of getting passengers on there, the pricing. So it's going to be interesting. Now, you know, and there's a lot of people out there that will speculate that at least one of these cruise lines is going to go belly up.
We'll see.
We did see the Genting over in China went out of business. So will one of the big three go out of business? You know, I don't know. I personally, I think out of all of them, I think Carnival's in the best position.
Me too.
You know, they've gotten rid of a lot of their older ships.
They are definitely the most popular.
Repurposing some of the ships, like we were seeing some of the Costa ships now come over to the Carnival brand. So we're seeing them do a lot of things to try to head off some of these things that are going on, you know, with the economy. So it's going to be very interesting. So let's talk about what it is right now. So Carnival Cruise Line, as of today, which is July, what's today, 7th?
Today is the 2nd.
7/7/22. Carnival Cruise Line ended trading today at $9.33 per share. It was up a little bit. So I looked at it yesterday. It was in the 8s. So it went up a little bit today. But it was at a high in 2015 of $65.58.
Really?
So there's something to keep in mind there. Royal Caribbean, as of today, was at $35.50.
Wow, that's higher than Carnival.
Right, and they had a high share price back in 2017 of $126.60.
That's a difference.
And Norwegian Cruise Line ended the day at $11.81 a share, and their high was at $63.12 back in 2015. So that 2015 to 2017 was the sweet spot for the stock market there. And you kind of think about it, at that time, they were trying to do some things to stimulate the economy back then. You know, dropping interest rates to nearly zero.
Yeah.
You know, people, you know, had a little bit more discretionary income, so things were going, you know, fairly well. So that's when we saw the highs in the stock markets. But now we're seeing some of the lowest lows we have seen.
Ever.
You know, it got this low when we had the pandemic.
Oh, really? Okay.
And then as the pandemic came, you know, it boosted back up, and now it came back down again.
I must say I'm not very educated when it comes to stock market, but I can learn, and I know that that's a big difference. You know, I don't know a lot about it. I am still studying it, and I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I know that's a big, huge difference from back in the day versus today. Yeah. So we've been kind of getting into the stock market a little bit more and paying more attention to what's going on in the cruise world as well as travel, because it affects everybody. It doesn't just affect us, it affects you as well.
Now let's talk about some of the benefits of these cruise lines.
Okay.
They're virtually similar. There's a couple of differences with the days on here, that's about it.
Okay.
But for all three cruise lines, you have to own at least 100 shares. Okay, and so with Carnival, if you own 100 shares, you can get, on cruises 6 days or less, $50 onboard credit. 7 to 13 day cruises, you can get $100 onboard credit, and anything 14 days or more, you can get $250 onboard credit.
That's good.
Royal Caribbean, again, 100 shares you have to own. Less than 5 days is $50 onboard credit. 6 to 13 is $100 onboard credit, and 14 days and up is $250 onboard credit.
That's great.
Norwegian also is 100 shares. Less than 6 days, $50 onboard credit. 7 to 14 is $100 onboard credit, and 15 days and up is $250 onboard credit.
Right.
So something to consider if you cruise a lot.
It's a good deal.
Yeah. You know, if you have those shares, are you willing to you know, get 100 shares of this and ride it out? It's very risky to wait to see what the stock market is going to do. And risk to see if the stock market is going to bounce these stocks back. I
think it's a good investment, something to look forward to and get into and invest your money. However, some of it can be very risky. Yeah. So we're still learning about that part. I
think I may dabble into the Carnival shares. I think it's a low risk entry. I mean, so $933, you're looking at under $1,000 to get 100 shares. And if it gets anywhere near where the prices were before, get a nice tidy little profit if you sell it, and then if you cruise enough, you get that onboard credit on there too. So I think getting dividends.
I think our subscribers are very, very educated in this part of the world. Maybe you can educate us. Make sure you comment below and let us know, how do you feel about the stock markets and the deals that's going on right now? Inflation versus the recessions. Comment below and let us know how you feel about it. Me and Mr. Traveler love to read your comments. Thank you so much for engaging. We appreciate it. And give us a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this. I like interesting videos like this, so hopefully you do too. If you do, comment below and let us know.
Yeah, do you own any stock in any of the cruise lines? I'd like to know. And how do you enjoy those benefits?
All right.
So, and just as an add-on for any of those benefits, you do have to fill out a form, usually 2 to 3 weeks before you go on your cruise, to notify the cruise line, hey, I'm a shareholder and I'm on this cruise. And that's how you get access to your onboard credit.
That's great. I learned a lot today. Hopefully you did too. Thank you so much for watching. Again, subscribe to our channel so you can see more videos like this, and hit that thumbs up button if you love informational videos like this. I know I do. I actually watch them back myself. And I appreciate Mr. Traveler doing his research on this particular subject. And if you do too, all you got to do is subscribe to thank us.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.
Life short.
Have fun.
See the world. See you Sunday.
Bye, guys.
Bye.